Welcome to the Human Design Festival.
Live in Sofia and online worldwide.
Hello and welcome to the virtual space of the Human Design Element. We have gathered here to talk about the upcoming International Human Design Festival. It is happening live in Sofia and also online worldwide. My name is Lucretia. I'm one of the organizers, and me and Veronica together we are putting this amazing event so that anyone can benefit from it in the new coming times that we all know about the era of Phoenix coming in 2027. So, hello to you, Veronica.
Hello, everybody. It's great to have you here with us. And we are super excited to present to you our next guest speaker, who is going to do actually several offerings, but we're going to keep it for now surprise. And this is Michael Brown. So nice to have you. Hi.
Hi, Veronica. Hi, Lucretia. Nice to
Hello,
be here
Mike.
with you.
Great to have you.
Yeah, thank you.
So actually, Mike, who are you for those who don't know you and would like to know more?
So actually, this is the anniversary of my 20th year. So I actually started studying BG5, human design, and then later BG5 in 2005. So I had a lot of wonderful teachers. I was one of those second generation students who studied with all Ra's students. So I had some wonderful Linda Bunnell and Darman and Leela and Alok and Genoa Bliven. So I got to do my analyst certification in the IHDS. It actually took me 6 years to do that certification. It was such an intensive degree. Once I finished that, I started becoming a TA for a woman named Becky Markley. So she was teaching BG5. And then when she finished up, I started teaching a couple classes. So I've been in human design, worked with probably hundreds and hundreds of clients over the years. And it's one of the systems that I keep coming back to. So right now, I'm also teaching in the BG5 Institute. So I started in 2011, took a hiatus, and then now I'm back at the Institute and really enjoying teaching. It's been such an amazing experience. And I'm actually teaching teachers to become BG5 instructors. So that's kind of an exciting sort of roundabout way of, like evolving my teaching, growing and working with students. So yeah.
Okay. And what is your element? Where is your superpower? Is it in teaching?
Yeah, it's such a good question. I love teaching. In fact, teaching is actually in my design. There's this gate, it's gate 20, line 4, and there's this little thing that says the teacher. And I wasn't aware of that till I got a session with Linda Bunnell once, and she talked about this teaching, and I was like, oh yeah. So I've actually been teaching in some form or another most of my life. And the other kind of superpower is just being able to look at charts and keynote them. So in the past couple of years, it's just everything began to click into place for me. Whereas everyone remembers when they first started reading charts, how challenging it is. Like okay, there's this piece over here and there's this piece here. Now, when I look at charts, everything just kind of synthesizes. So one of the things that I do in my teaching with students is helping them make the connection between, okay, there's this part over here, we have profile and we have this circuit and we have this strength, and like how do they come into relationship? How do they express through this one person? So I've just developed this style of being able to look at and analyze a chart. And then I'm really passionate about helping students to be able to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Sounds amazing. Um, I wonder if you would like to share with us on the topic of taming the mind. How was it for you when you first heard about this from Ra or from your human design teacher at that time? Was it something that shocked you? Was it something that bothered you, or you embraced it easily?
It's such a great question, Lucretia. I at first, okay, so here's a little tidbit. In my design, I only have one strength. So I'm like the perfect manifesting generator. I have an unconscious 3420. So I have two centers defined, seven open. I thought I had the worst deal ever getting this particular design. Seven open centers. And so there's just so much shadow patterns showing up all of the time, you know? But somewhere along the line, I began to discover that it was also a superpower in the sense of I could walk into a room and I could just sense the emotions. Are people stressed? Are they anxious? Are they, are they kind of being fake? Are they kind of real? Like my design breathes in the energy of the environment, the people around me. And so I began to explore that. And then there was a point, Lucretia, where it was about 10 years in, I discovered how powerful what I just call shadow patterns. Ra talks about it in terms of the not self. I hit a point when I realized that if I was going to move through life, if I was going to be successful, then I really had to tame those shadow patterns. And what I discovered is the BG5 keynotes for those shadows makes it so easy. So as I go through my day, I just like, oh, right now with my open head and ajna, I'm really overcomplicating things. I'm overthinking it. I'm second guessing myself. Like, and it's once, maybe you guys have this experience. Once you know that the shadow pattern's there, it takes a little bit of the charge out, doesn't it? Like,
Uh-huh.
oh yes. Or
Yes.
I'm really pushing. I'm pushing with my open roots.
Mm.
Or like, oh, I'm taking on people's emotions. I'm reacting to someone else's emotional field. So those simple keynotes, for me, it's almost like a database in my head. Like, oh, I'm doing that thing again. You know what the
Mhm.
worst ones are? And you guys probably already gonna guess this, is the ego, the willpower.
Ego. Yeah, for me, that's the one. That's the big one.
So Lucretia, that was the hardest one for me because it was really hard to admit that I I'm feeling like an imposter right now. I'm feeling like, I have to prove myself. I'm not worthy. So those were the hardest ones to really embrace. And the final piece here I'll share with you is it was only in the past 4 or 5 years where I discovered the power of vulnerability, where it's like you have to soften into your shadows. It's like this is a generalization. It's a little bit cliche, but in general, men have a harder time with that kind of vulnerability, that softening into your feelings and those deeper shadow patterns. So it took me a while to be able to do that, but it's really helped me immensely.
Yeah, especially right now, it's such a paradox. We are in the era of mind still, and we have all this access to amazing information from all sorts. And then you have to admit you're vulnerable in so many ways.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like it's like the two things fight with each other and makes it even more tricky. But hey, this is our journey.
Actually, it's so nice that you're mentioning that because there is a stigma around the not self in the human design world. Maybe also, maybe not so much in the BG5, from the BG5 perspective, but yeah, people are too hard on themselves. And what I love about the system is the no moral, and that it's you have to accept yourself with your where you shine and with your shadows because that's the whole part of you. And if you catch yourself in pace while you're doing the not self theme, great. And exactly what you said, that it takes away a little bit of the pressure once you realize it and you get aware of it. And actually, we have a whole lecture will be done on that from Jakub Strijecki. So yeah, you're really spot on.
I studied with Jacob, and so we came up together. I think he's one of the most amazing teachers. His ability to keynote is beautiful. So I really enjoy him. So I'll be looking forward to seeing his thing. Can I riff on that for one sec? So
Uh-huh.
one of the things about shadow patterns or not self patterns is when it happens to us, we feel like it's personal. Like I'm the only one in the world who overcomplicates things to like the nth degree, or I'm the only one who feels like an imposter at times. That's what happens in our mind. But at some point, I begin to realize shadow patterns are not self patterns; they're universal. Everyone deals with them to some extent. So once I began to understand, like these are universal patterns, it wasn't such a big deal anymore. Like this is just something that's kind of flowing through my mind at this moment. And literally that's it. Now, if I take it and I personalize it and I make decisions and I move into action based on that, that's something different.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So, Michael, what would you say? I mean, you have so many years experience in human design in BG5, but if you would say your um, number one positive impact from using and applying the knowledge, the system in your own life.
I hope this doesn't sound too simple or almost too cliche, but self-acceptance.
Mm.
I Rod talked a lot about this, especially in the early days, where when he used to tell these stories about when he was starting to bring human design into the world and he was doing a lot of readings for people, he discovered how much they didn't like themselves, how much they hate themselves. So something that I discovered, I told this, the kind of funny part of the story where like, oh, this is the worst design. But there was somewhere in my studies to become an analyst, I actually remember thinking one day, I have this design that I have is the best ever. It was just like, I love this design. It's perfect for me. It's like the perfect expression. And all the things that really make me shine, I can point to in my design. I think that's an amazing design. And so there's a part of me that wants everyone who I work with and teach to like feel that same experience. Like each design is perfect for the person having it, whether they feel that way or not. That's kind of their journey. But so yeah, self-acceptance, it sounds easy, sounds simple, but it's incredibly powerful because it also means we like ourselves, we accept ourselves, we love ourselves. That's a powerful, that's when you reach that level, you start to shift the field around you. Everyone can feel that vibe, that frequency that you're emanating out into the field. And it's an incredibly powerful place for an individual to be. You can tell I'm passionate about this, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
I was gonna say exactly that, that when you reach the point that you fall in love with yourself, I think then you really integrated living your design because it's all about that. That's why Ra would finish with love yourselves every email.
Yeah.
No
It's
choice.
yeah, yeah, great. Well, it was very nice having you with us, and we're looking forward to your offerings, guys. It's actually Michael is gonna have several things. Okay, I'm gonna open a little bit up the curtain. One of them is going to be actually live readings of your charts. So we're gonna draw a few of you, lucky ones, to be on the hot seat and get some insights from the BG5 perspective as to your designs. So be prepared, fill in the form once we have it out. And we're gonna have this wonderful experience together with some other offerings from Michael. So we're very keen to actually get to January 2026. So we meet all these wonderful lecturers and facilitators who will lead us and guide us in actually into the new year. since the Live Festival starts right the day after the Rave New Year. For those who don't know, there'll be posts coming up for that. What is the Rave New Year actually? And yeah, we're super excited to have Michael and also other wonderful speakers.
This feels like a really auspicious time for your festival because it's the last year before the ship. So think about it. The next time you offer it, it's going to be happening in 2027. And so every baby born, from that year on is going to carry a new frequency.
Yeah.
And so we're kind of we're finishing up an era, and then we're also getting to see the next generation of very different beings that are going to carry a very different frequency. So the fact that you're bringing this energy into the world and like really kind of marketing it, year by year, I think is really powerful what you're both doing. So I'm excited to be a part of this with you.
Yay.
Thank you so much for these words.
Actually, the next festival, if we do it at the same time, it still will be in the old frequency because, as far as I know, it's around the 23rd, I think, of February 2027 when
Okay.
the big shift comes. But yeah, it feels exciting. So yeah, 2027 is.
You're the gateway. You'll be the gateway into the
Yay!
2027 shift. Well, you can call it that, the Gateway Festival.
That's a good idea. Yeah. And with the help, of course, of all these wonderful teachers, to which we try to give a good platform to reach more people as the times are now. The change is
Yeah,
now. It's not a drill anymore. It's here.
yeah.
So yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and if there is one demand in the good way from the new era, is to be authentic. We have been talking about it in the last 10, 20, 30 years, the humanity and the whole, but now it's coming the moment when we have to really be living it effortlessly, if possible. So this is one of the reasons that we do this festival. We really want to help and encourage and inspire as many people as possible to step into their authenticity, regardless of everything, and live from that in their daily life. So, guys, if you like what you hear, stay tuned, follow us on all social platforms for many interesting interviews, information that we put out. There's going to be some surprises coming up, so stay tuned, and we hope to see you at the festival.
Thank you, everyone. We'll see you there.
Would you like to come join us? Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Would you like to join us?
And truly be in your element.